So did during the conference call, did he mention any other growth drivers or anything else they're doing to kind of 2016 may be a tough macro year or whatever, but beyond 2016, where else is he looking for growth?
I think that's one of the things that I am very optimistic about with this company. So they have this Sales Navigator business solution, which is basically a social selling tool. And the idea here is it's going to help with like lead recommendations for salespeople, contact management.
That could be huge.
It
yeah.
integrates well with Salesforce. So it's in part lead generation and it's in part kind of knowledge management. And I think in the recent conference call, one of the analysts estimated that it was currently at like a $200 million run rate.
Did he say to the company, "We've estimated your run"?
Yeah,
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was
Yeah.
in the form of a question.
Got
This
it.
is roughly what we're saying.
Okay.
Can you kind of confirm that?
Can you say we're insane or not?
Yeah. And so CEO Jeff Weiner did not deny that. So
Okay.
I
All
think
right.
that's roughly what you can expect. In the past, the company has said that they could scale that to a $1 billion business. So huge runway for growth there.
Wow.
They're obviously still integrating the Lynda acquisition into their offering. They're really just beginning to see a revenue contribution come through from that acquisition. And if you remember correctly, I think that was a $1.5 billion acquisition. I think they saw maybe $49 million in revenue contribution in the most recent quarter. So it's going to take a while,
Right.
But I think as time passes, you're going to see that
I
be
wonder
more
what
and more
they're
accredited to
thinking
earnings.
with that, because I understand it. Like, if I wanted to learn how to code or something, there's tutorial videos on lynda.com. So
Yeah, the skill building integration there is obviously really great. Or they could do something with like certifications where you've taken these classes and you're like LinkedIn certified in this specific skill.
Oh,
that,
man.
that job seekers are.
I'm LinkedIn certified.
Yeah. One of the other really great business segments I'm excited about is their sponsored updates. And this is really no different than what you'd see in your Facebook feed if you were scrolling through and you saw an ad for Google or
Right.
pants or something like that. And this segment grew at approximately 85%. And so ballparking, that's roughly $90 million. Which comes in at over half of the marketing solutions revenue. And this is for the first time they've been at that
Wow.
level. And so this is something they talked about in the conference call quite a bit. They're going to continue to feed that segment. They're going to build out some conversion tracking and targeting tracking to kind of help it be a little bit more valuable to the participating businesses. But that's obviously a business that scales very well. It's not ever going to be something that is on par with what Facebook is able to do in terms of ads or what Google does in terms of ads, just because the user base is so much smaller. And I think the cadence that people go back to the platform is not nearly as frequent.
Right.
But I think you have to I was scrolling through LinkedIn today just to get like a UI experience, and see exactly how these were being integrated. And it's exactly the same experience that you're used to with all the various social media outlets.